boy 50.
How she know me anyway? I got souls, I got wolves when I ride. Yeah. I got souls, I got wolves when I ride. Meditate, just relax, move aside. For you won't talk, if you gon' move, if you alive.
Don't even touch me, man.
Yo, Wagwan, you good, yeah? You're listening to the sounds of Paraic, A-Pharaoh, aka PTBM, and this is the 091 show. Today, I'm quite proud of myself because to get this man in the studio is a bit of an achievement. Like, this isn't somebody that I'm trying to get you to like. This is probably somebody that you already know. Certified.
Bless.
Like, upper echelons, like. And I just think the amount of growth that you've shown, even in the past year, is ridiculous. Like, I swear.
Thank you.
Like, I first heard of you from Mo K's
Cyphers. Dead.
And I was
Dead.
like, I don't know. Like, you had work to do, but there was so much character there, bro.
Yeah, no, bless.
Like, when you started rapping about, why is there so many negative words for a woman?
Yeah. No.
How was the reaction of that when it first?
The reaction to that was actually really good. Like, well, no, like, it was weird because everyone was ringing me on the 2FM cypher and being like, "Raw, yours was like." By the way, yeah. So the boys I went on with their Flow State movement, which was like my collective.
We're gonna talk about that. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah. But basically, so we went on, and obviously my bars just didn't connect with everyone else's bar. Like the whole thing just didn't tie together, and like a lot of my bars were dead as well. But anyway. I went on and everyone was telling me, everyone that liked my music was telling me that mine was sick and everyone else's was shit. And then I was chatting to the boys and they were like, "Man, everyone hates your bit." And I was like, "Fuck." Why shit? Am I allowed to swear in this or not?
Yeah, you can. You
Okay.
chill.
So I was like, so it was just this weird kind of thing. And then at the time I thought it was sick as well. But then obviously later on I watched back it and I was like, "Nah, this is dead." But I still stand by the woman one. The woman one's probably the best part of it.
Yeah.
And no, it did get a very good response. A lot of people thanked me for speaking out on that and
Well,
stuff.
I feel like, so I've shown it to people younger than me.
Yeah.
And they love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait,
It's
that section or just in
that
general?
section.
That section makes
like,
sense.
Specifically, like, and I feel like if there's anywhere that you couldn't be saying that thing,
Yeah.
it's in the west of Ireland.
Yeah,
Ireland in general, you know?
definitely.
It's not like, so it is a strange bar to bring up in a hip hop cypher.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
At the same time, it's not a strange subject. And
Yeah,
that's
no,
something that we should
definitely
talk
not.
about.
And also, yeah, it's because it was on RTE and I was like, I'm fully not going up to RTE and not like stirring some sort of shit like So I wanted to say something that was a bit different and kind of standing out because like to be on 2FM is a lot more difficult. Like as Irish artists, nearly all of us are allowed to be on Pulse and stuff, but being on 2FM, there's a little bit more politics with it. So when I went up there, I was like, I have to at least say something that everyone's going to hear. So
okay,
that's why I said that bit because I was like, I need to make some sort of an impact here.
Yeah.
While I'm here, and that was what that was.
And then you had the Irish Fire.
Yes, yeah.
That was that. Like I remember seeing that as well.
Yeah.
But recently, you dropped Enter Aquarius, and that is like, what stuns me is like I was just saying to you there. Enter Aquarius at this stage is one of few Irish projects that I can listen to end to end. It feels like a proper body of work.
Yeah, well, thank you. That was the goal. Like that really was the goal, was to make like from start to finish, it makes sense. I don't know if it's the only one. I know a lot of great Irish projects, but for it to even be considered as an actual proper project is a really big compliment because that's what I want it to be. I want you to play it wherever you go and you can bang it from start to finish, and it really is a journey. Like that was the goal with it.
It's crazy like that. And how long did that take you?
So actually, yeah. So I'll tell you a bit of a story. Basically, Cider was the first track that was written, and that was when I went to Notting Hill Carnival like a year and a half ago, and I was at Notting Hill Carnival, and WizKid was a surprise act on one of the stages.
Okay.
We were just chilling at the back in a field, or not in a field, in a park, and then WizKid come on stage, and I was like, what? And I was just watching the way, because I wasn't obviously, I'd never been exposed to that culture, so it was completely different for me. I was like the only everyone around me is obviously black, and I'm just like this one white guy there. But anyway,
an Irish one at that.
yeah, not even English, Irish. So anyway, and I'm watching, and I was like, yo, this is so like the whole sonics of that just made so much sense to me, and I was like, whoa, this is really cool. And it was literally while I was at Nottingham, I was literally walking around Nottingham Carnival, and I wrote the chorus to Cider, and I was like, that could be a new idea of a sound.
Yeah.
And then I wrote work for it. Also, when I was there, I met Young Bane in a barbershop, and with O'Shane actually.
Oh,
and we were in a barbershop, and we were just chilling, and then just this really trippy guy comes in, and we were like, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And O'Shane was like, "Rah, that's Young Bane, that's Young Bane." And I was like, who is that? And he was playing us all his music and stuff, all his unreleased music, like everything he's released, we heard like that day. And so I was listening to a lot of that, and I was like, wow, this is a really different sound, and it's really cool.
You can definitely hear the influence.
Yeah. So Young Bane is an
an
influence. Yeah. So then Work For It came out of, then after that, so you'd Cider and Work For It. They were made probably end of 2017, they were actually made. And then everything else was made between the start of 2018 and summer.
Okay.
It was like, it was supposed to come out in September.
Yeah.
But then everything just kept getting pushed back, and it came out in January in the end.
And then you had the Tsunami video on New Air.
Yeah. But like Tsunami was done, that song was finished in May and was supposed to come out the following month, but then just things
took
took
a
time.
while.
Yeah, it did take a while. The video literally took like 6 months to edit because there kept being so many issues with the files and stuff. But,
so do you feel like now that you've found your sound and you're going to stick with this, or is this just an experimental?
So what it is no, like I have a lot of sounds. I'm not stuck to one thing. The reason I made this EP is because it's a really strong introduction, because every track on it I think is a track that everyone can like. Like they're all very mainstream sounding tracks.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a good introduction, because once I have this out, no one can say I'm bad, because they know they can like be like, oh yeah, but he has Purple Lights, which is actually a good track. So if I make some mad experimental stuff, you can still be like, oh yeah, but he has these good songs.
Yeah.
So whereas if I just make the experimental stuff, you're like, yeah, but he's not actually good, like, because he hasn't got any actual music. So this Enter Aquarius is my sound, and it is gonna keep being my sound.
Yeah.
But there will be a lot of really experimental stuff as well. Like I'm still really into bars. Like I love doing like one takes.
Oh,
and
you
stuff
can
like
tell
that.
Like you're so like Afrobeat stuff, or that kind of music that people will say your music sounds like, is often lacking in substance.
Lyrically, yeah, definitely.
And then you stick the substance back in.
Bless
You're
you.
talking about, I got the knowledge I ate from the salmon.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how many reloads that I got in my house last night?
No, thank you, because that's exactly what, like, you're actually giving me exactly what I aimed to do with the EP. So that's sick that you think that.
You're so good, bro. That the word on the road is that you're a black man. How does that make you feel?
That's weird. I don't know, like I can't actually hear it or see it. Like I get the whole thing of people be like, oh, but like I don't know, is that just a thing because people don't know what music's like? Because I think this is one thing that I think is weird. Like a lot of people be like, oh, Tsunami just sounds African, or it just sounds these things.
Yeah.
But if you take like Shanos singing or any Irish singing from back, it's the same tones. Like,
yeah.
Tsunami, I just want you, mommy, make room for me. Like they're all very Irish, even Celtic sounds a lot of the time. So obviously, I'm not saying I'm taking them from there. I obviously did take them from African influence, but the accents aren't always directly like I'm not trying to sound English or trying to sound American. I'm trying to go to the roots of these things. So like I have some friends that are Nigerian, and when they're teaching me like about Afrobeat, they're not playing me UK stuff. They're playing me stuff that is like actually from Nigeria or actually from these places, so that I have a bit more context to what I'm doing.
Okay.
So yeah, you could say, like I guess I get why it sounds a bit more black than it should, but yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of ignorance though at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I think it could be. Like I don't know. But obviously there's not very many white people doing the music I'm making, so it would make sense to assume it's black.
You're kind of like ahead of your time or something.
Something like that. Like Eminem was when he was rapping.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. But I'm just trying to be different. I'm trying to do something that hasn't been done
You
before.
come across like a real student of music.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
this is like your thing.
Yeah. I don't have anything else without being funny. Like I'm
Yeah.
really bad at like everything else. So music is just like, since I was about 11, it's just been the one thing I've just tried to strive ahead in, because I'm just not very good at anything else, to be honest. So I just try to excel in the one thing I'm good at.
You've got a gift, like
Maybe, I don't know. But like I think it's just hard work, but it could be a gift as well, I don't know.
So we've just been talking about your dabbling in Afrobeat. But one thing that was happening before that is you were never afraid to tackle grime, which is something that
No, yeah.
hardly any Irish artist can say that.
Yeah, fair. Yeah,
So,
that's because I grew up on grime. Like literally, I didn't like hip hop or rap music, so
okay.
I came in through. Used to listen to punk, used to listen to rock, all that kind of music. Then I found Sautu Kinch, who's like a jazz hip hop artist, and then I found the likes of Akala. I don't know if you know Akala.
Yeah, of course I know.
But like Akala is obviously done. And then through him, I found the whole UK scene before I even found the American scene, really, because I really I knew Eminem, but I didn't like it at all. Because what was so interesting about, say, like Getz and Devlin and people like that,
Yeah.
it still had the same energy that punk had, because it's just like da 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 da.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're, like,
yeah.
like really feeling what they're
Devlin,
saying.
especially. Devlin was
Yeah,
vicious.
Devlin was amazing. So I literally, from about 2010, like have studied grime the whole way through. So like, yeah, I
That's a
nearly grew
very
up in that more.
interesting route way through Akala, because Akala is not somebody that I think of as in the middle of that.
No,
As much as he did do music, and he's doing different things now.
yeah, but he was. I think one of the reasons was because the Akala was like he was. Well, one, he had some one of the best fire in the boots,
Yeah,
and it's also when he
definitely.
was most active. So he had Shakespeare had been out like 2 years, and then he had different songs, and he presented some documentary on Channel 4
Yeah.
of like English hip hop. It was like
Okay.
the way you have Irish hip hop documentaries now.
Yeah.
It was like that, but for England at the time. And he presented it, and he was showing like everyone, Devlin, Loki, Getz.
There's always that debate about grime being punk, which I think is a very new debate.
Yeah.
As well. Where do you stand on that?
Well, I wouldn't say it's the same, but I think London has a certain energy, kind of negative energy.
Yeah.
That, like
Anti-establishment kind of
yeah,
thing.
and it definitely has the same energy that punk had. But also it's the same way, like England doesn't really have traditional music. Like Irish has traditional music. It's like folk and stuff. So I would say London's traditional music is punk and then grime, because they created both of those sounds.
Yeah.
Like they're not from anywhere else. They're from there. Like, so yeah, that's
As
what I would
opposed
say.
to like garage, dancehall, rap,
Yeah, even though they're still
drum and
all
bass,
kind of
which
part
all
of it.
really came off the boat
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Jamaica, like.
Yeah, true.
So what music are you listening to now? Or do you try and avoid music while you're creating?
No, I listen to so much music.
Yeah.
Let me get it up. I have it.
Mine said he went to the Spotify playlist, saved songs. Is that where you going?
No, I always write down who I like listen to, because I hate what happens is I come into an interview and I say like 3 names and I don't even listen to them. Like, or like I'm not even listening to them at the moment, and then I'm like, oh, why did I say that? Oh yeah, I'm listening to Yellow Wolf at the moment, J. Cole, and J Hus. They're the main people. J Hus is a very big influence. I
Okay.
absolutely love J Hus. Yellow Wolf, because he's actually one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
And not everyone's very familiar with him, but he is insane. And then
Slaughterhouse, no?
no, he was so in Eminem signed Slaughterhouse and Yellow Wolf, so they were 2
Okay.
separates. But he did do stuff with Slaughterhouse, so
Yeah.
you would be tied in with them. But yeah, that's about it. Black as well, 6 Lack.
Yeah.
I think he's incredible. He's big influence as well. But yeah.
Okay. So I couldn't get you to say any Irish names there.
Oh yeah,
But-
sorry, on the Irish front. Yeah. I'm a full fan of Irish music as well. Like
Yeah.
a lot of artists don't. Well, I'm not going to say that, but I don't think a lot of people in Ireland actually are listening to Irish artists as fans.
Yeah.
And I genuinely put it on like when I'm doing stuff.
So
just
do
like
I.
that. So like, who at the moment? Obviously Jafar's incredible artist. Chasing Abbey. Guy called 220, active. Who else have we got? Rickshaw. Have you seen Rickshaw?
Yeah.
He is sick. Like he's actually, he's kind of like on the same kind of wave that I am.
Yeah.
He's just like he's white as well. He's from Dublin, but he's also doing like a mix of Dublin rap. So he'd have like the waviest chorus, and then he'd have a little da 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 da, and you're like, wow, this is sick. So he's really. I really like him at the moment. Who else am I listening to? Yeah, that's about it. I think I can't think of.
Okay. So Upbeat, although you have your own success and your own style and all
A little
this,
bit, yeah.
you are a part of, or you were a part of, I'm not sure of the status of that being a part of.
Okay.
But Flow State, talk to us about that.
Yeah, no, I'm a part of Flow State. Flow State is still a thing. To what extent, I'm not sure. The people that are active at the moment that I've seen is like you got Larry Crack, who is,
Larry Crack.
Yeah, Larry.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, he is. He's probably one of my favorite. Like I'd have him as, I'd put him up top 5 Irish rappers, if not the best Irish rapper.
I feel like he's definitely. Do you know when we talk about certified?
Yeah,
like they're
completely.
not up and coming at all.
No,
they're gone clear. He is one of them.
Yeah, facts.
Bro, he's the hook in
Irish Blood.
Irish Blood.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't.
You should have seen. I like to that beat, right? I had a whole like mumble rap verse written. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a real like kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Steve at the time was kind of on an ignorant vibe because he makes some like real ignorant music as well. So I sent it to him and I was like, look here, but I didn't send him vocals, just a beat. I was like, throw a chorus on that, and when I come up next, we'll make a song out of it. And he was like, yeah, cool. And then I came up with my mumble rap bars, thinking that he had some ignorant chorus for it, and he sang that to me, and I nearly fucking collapsed. Like I was like, oh my god! I was like, this is beautiful. Like
some people when they speak, they just have like there's like a presence.
Yeah, he's like a druid or something.
Do you know who else sounds like that? LD from 6'7".
Yeah.
When anything he says,
yeah, it just sounds sick.
You're listening.
Yeah, facts. So then I had to rewrite my whole part for Irish Blood. That's what happened with the 2 deep verses. But yeah, no, his chorus on that is something else. Like
okay.
Actually, on the Irish front as well, there's guys in Limerick that I really listen to a lot of. There's Hazy Hayes.
Okay.
As well, John and DK. Sorry, Strange Boy Nature is his name now. But yeah, the Limerick scene is really, really refreshing because they're into like real hip hop, like it's real lyricism down there. And it's just so different to
That
anything
is
you hear
definitely
anything
the
else.
next place that the 091 show is going to try.
Yeah, you should.
Like that's
if you want to connect as well, let me know. Sis you out.
Yeah.
I know plenty of people out there.
So yeah, I mean, I say this nearly every episode, and I sound like a broken record, but I think it's important to say that even from, I swear you, Mo K was doing his bits. That was 2017.
Yeah,
and since then, like the growth in the scene is phenomenal.
Yeah,
don't you?
As a whole,
don't
yeah,
you
definitely,
agree? As a whole,
definitely, yeah.
Like those days, 2,000 views was loads.
Yeah.
The fact that one of those had like, it's like, but you in a way have avoided that because you were touring anyway.
Well, I wasn't touring.
Well, you weren't touring,
doing
but
little bits.
you're doing bits like
little bits, but nothing like. Now, like that, I think there's a lot has been done. A lot more could have been done.
Yeah.
It's going well. Like for me, like I kind of fell behind. I won't lie. Like because a lot of the artists I came up with, but like I was in the same class as them, and then I just kind of had to take time away to make this project, for example. And by doing that, I dropped. Do you get me? Like, there's people that were say playing Longitude this year that like when Embers came out with, I was on the same pedestal as if you get me. And then I just let my kind of thing slide. But hopefully, this year I'll have caught back up and excel ahead. It's just weird. It's weird seeing different artists because every year, some people just grow mad fast and some people
like
don't.
All of a sudden, like, oh, did you hear Didda's playing Electric Picnic?
Yeah, you're like, what? Yeah. The Longitude lineup was insane. Like it was so great to see everyone, like just all Irish artists playing it. And nearly all all Irish artists that deserve to play it as well. That's because before you had this kind of thing where not everyone was deserving these opportunities they were getting, or people were like, oh, he doesn't deserve this person should have had it. Whereas this year I felt like everyone that was on those stages are so talented and deserve way more than that. Like, so yeah, it's great to see.
So what's next for Upbeat?
Hopefully festivals. It's politics and all that, but hopefully festivals.
You don't have to sound so down about it, bro.
Yeah. Well, like I'm afraid because if that doesn't come through, it's like no, like I'm focused on trying to get radio play for Tsunami and Purple Lights because apparently they're good for radio. So try
definitely.
and push them on radio. Get a bit of a radio campaign going. What else am I doing? Doing a lot of gigs. So I'm trying. The Dublin show we did was absolutely insane. I was not like we did it on a week's notice, and there was like 150 people just packed into a room, and it was just it was mad. Like I've never done anything like that. So that was kind of just off the back of the EP. So we're doing a Limerick show, and we're in the works with a Cork show. Hopefully a Galway show as well is in the works.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to do shows because I was chatting to my booking agent, and he was saying that he was like, you just need to perform because when I perform, the energy is like so immense
There's
that's
actually,
how you'll make your fans. Like
there's an audience for that here.
yeah,
in
yeah,
the city.
definitely. Yeah,
Like as much as it might be more in other places, but there's definitely like
yeah, yeah. No, there is everywhere.
between
Yeah.
Monroe's and the Roisin.
Yeah,
Oh no, I can't wait for that.
yeah. No, definitely. It'd be mad. What else is coming? Yeah, just like I don't want to release music for a while. I want to try and get this EP to some really large numbers. And
Yeah.
get it some really large exposure. Because I'm hoping that this can kind of bring me somewhere that
Yeah,
I need to go. Like,
it's definitely. So
but
is
yeah.
there going to be a video for Purple Lights?
yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a video for Purple Lights. There's a video for Paper. Don't Talk to Me. Everyone really wants to do a video for Irish Blood, but I'm not sure if that'll have a video or not. What else is there?
That's not the one that I think would have a video. It's
Which?
like,
Irish Blood.
Irish Blood.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But everyone's like, no, we need to do a video for Irish Blood. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Do a video for all of them.
Yeah, basically.
Just release
Cider-
it like
Cider
a
has a
film,
video.
bro.
Sequence is editing Cider at the moment, actually, but it's not a crazy video. It's just a basic video.
Yeah.
Work for It was the first one that we shot a video for, but it was not very good, so that got scrapped.
So you just scrapped it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, scrapped it. Oh man, it took so long, but it just wasn't good.
That's how you
enough.
know you're a different level where you can afford to scrap
Scrap
a
a
video.
yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't want to, like, but
Yeah.
so yeah, there's a lot of videos coming.
This is where it's going to start to get deep.
Yeah,
I'm going to say all the things that I think other people think.
mad.
Like when I'm listening to your music, and I have to commend you for this, it's like you are so unafraid to talk about what's actually happening, be it
Yeah.
positive or negative,
Mad.
and your mental health and those kind of things.
Yeah, thank you.
And
That's
other
dope.
people won't do that. They just will not do it.
Why?
I'm wondering why you do it.
Yeah. Why I do it? I do it just because, like, where I'm from is the countryside. So I'm from Mayo. Westport is the town I grew up in.
Yeah.
And like everything I just talk about is just what I see going on. Like, it's a conscious decision. It's not because I'm trying to be like the person that helps people. I'm just trying to document where I'm actually from.
Yeah.
And those are all real things that really go on. Like the toxic masculinity is a huge thing. Rape culture is a huge thing.
Oh my God, you believe, but nobody will hear you, and to the point where we do not associate that with ourselves. We are the people of the West of Ireland, Irish people in general.
Yeah.
Like you'll talk about.
Now, obviously, rape culture isn't just the West of Ireland. Like, that's everywhere, unfortunately.
But I'm talking
like,
about when you're saying things like worship the what's the bar, bro?
Worship the Catholic, the Catholic Church bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's a deep bar. So basically, most of our parents have been abused by either people in schools or the Catholic Church. That's just
that is a fact.
Unfortunately.
That's a fact of life.
But most of those people in that, this is obviously very to the west of Ireland. So a lot of people, either they've been abused or their brother has been abused or their uncle or something. So all of our parents at that level, they have someone who's been abused by the Catholic Church. And they still, like, the abused pray to the abuser. So the point was that they're still praying to this thing that has done nothing but hurt them. Like obviously we can all be spiritual and we can all like have our gods and everything, but we don't need to keep going to this awful like establishment that has only done really awful stuff to us. Like, so that's kind of what that bar is. It's just the irony of why are we praying to the person that is hurting us. So it's parents pray to the abuser. Parents pray to the Catholic Church. The abused pray to the abuser. That's it. But yeah.
And surely when you're writing that, is there not a flinch in you that says, I don't want to say this?
Not really, because it's actually the other way around, because I know certain people, and actually this is where it comes from with the whole being where I'm from, is I know that when I play that to certain people or when certain people hear it, they go like yes, because they're like finally like do you get me? Like, so like I don't know, like if I show that to say my dad's friend, if my dad shows that to his friends, I know they'll give a little nod and they'll be like yes, like someone's actually said something about something that's happening, or like, and that's what, because like when I listen to say Stormzy or something like that, do you remember when he said Illuminati and chemtrails, they're trying to judge me by the shit that my friend sells, like Theresa May, where's that money for Grenfell? What, you thought that we forgot about Grenfell? Like that was what, 6 months or 8 months after it happened, and everyone had just forgotten. So everyone from that community was just like, yeah, it's like someone has just started it again. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do with my music, is just say things that you just feel a little bit more powerful about your day, and just like, at least someone's doing something, I guess.
Definitely.
Now, I'm really not doing much. All I'm doing is saying stuff in music, so it doesn't really change anything. But I'm just documenting where I'm from, and I think I'm doing that. And then obviously, as well, the whole thing with like, obviously there's a lot of just talk about girls in the songs as well.
Yeah.
But it's also an element, like I'm not just talking about average girl stories, I'm talking about Irish girls. Like it's all very specific to Ireland. Like, definitely. I know it's not that obvious, but it is very specific to Ireland. And yeah, back on the mental health thing, it's just because like nearly everyone, like the same way in America, people might know someone who got shot or whatever, or in the UK, everyone knows someone who's got stabbed. Here, it's just everyone knows someone who's killed themselves. Like, so that's kind of the whole point of mental health, is just because everyone knows someone. So it's like you kind of have to talk about it because it's so present in our culture. Like
as an artist, you kind of do have a duty.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And that's what I find a bit like boring with a lot of music as well, is that you're not hearing anything new. Like, so it's like
you're not hearing anything true.
Like, like even within like drill or these different sounds, I like, they're all great music, but what you're saying isn't anything that hasn't been said.
Yeah.
And like, maybe you did do that, or maybe it did happen, but it's not really representing anyone. Like, it's not, I don't know. It's just, it's nothing refreshing.
And is that has that happened naturally? Is that through your influences and the kind of music that you wanted to make when you were starting? Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's musically the influences, it's like where I'm from. Like, so like content wise, I'm more influenced by the people around me. Like I don't listen to Black and go, oh, I need to write a girl song, or I don't listen to J. Cole and go, oh, I need to talk about my rights. Like I don't get influenced by other people's content. I just get influenced sonically by them. But like content wise, it's all just the people around me. Like, what are they saying? What are they thinking? The reason there's so much about women is just because literally I don't think anyone knows a girl that hasn't been at some point like sexually assaulted, like, and that's a fact. And if you haven't, lucky you. But like the beginning. Yeah, so that's why I say those things as well, because I know they'll connect. Like I know people realize that everyone knows someone or is that person. So it's important to have music for you too. But yeah. Well, that adds a real quality to your music, bro. Yeah, thank you. And you know what? It aids in the emotional investment as a listener. It's like, thank you. Like I feel like we need this guy in this scene. Bless, thank you. So, but also another on that is the reason it's kind of, a lot of the time it's quite vague. I don't go into like I'm not out here telling stories about someone being I'm not out here telling a story of someone who's being sexually assaulted or someone who's been this. I'm just kind of breezing over these topics so that we all know it's there, but I'm not trying to be a preacher either, Jamie. Like I'm just literally just documenting where I'm from and what I see. Well, thank you for that. Bless. On that, thank you for appreciating it as well. Somber note, we're gonna have to say goodbye to the people. Okay, goodbye. Thank you for listening. Thank you for having me on. It's all good, you know. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate you, for real. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to 091 family. Yeah, that's up. 091. She 091. Alright, trust me. Alright then. Thank you. Goodbye. Alright, peace. This was just sad. Not like, yo, look, tell me who's the coldest in the country. It gets cold up in the country. Praise the Virgin Mary that the priests never do touch me like they touched our parents. Times have changed, they'll say a sermon while we sin. And thank God for the corruption. God ain't kicking people out their gas with the truncheons.